Good morning.
Welcome back to the finca.
Another beautiful day.
Yes, summer's approaching fast. We're forecast temperatures 35, 36 Celsius. Cassie's knocking the tripod, which is 100 Fahrenheit coming up to in the next few days.
Yes.
It hasn't rained for 52 days. The last time it rained 52 days ago we got 6 millimetres, which is about 1/4 of an inch. We've had 68 millimetres, just over 2 inches all year. However,
our caper bush, 3 of them we've got, are doing.
And another little baby one that's just popped up over there, amazingly enough.
Yes, seems to have self-seeded. Doing amazingly well. Flowers are starting to come out now. Don't know whether you can see those on camera. But absolutely full of buds. So we're going to pick some capers and I'm going to get those, get the curing process.
Yes. What they do, they start producing little buds, thousands and thousands of them. Cassie, stop knocking the camera. And on the end, you can see there, little tiny one. That's what we're looking for. The smaller ones are better, apparently.
Yes.
Apparently. And then we leave the bigger ones on. There's lots and lots, thousands of them there. They'll flower. The bees love them. So shall we get picking?
Let's do it. Welcome to Finca Live. We're Sharon and Andy, just 2 people with a dream and a vision of restoring our traditional stone-built farmhouse in southern Spain, transforming it into a beautiful off-grid home and sharing our journey with you.
This one might be a better view. You can see the flowers on it. Later on today it'll have hundreds more for sure.
So we've got quite a few there to start us off. The idea is we'll pick a few each day. Obviously more and more buds are appearing every day. Going to get them washed off now. Need to wash them, make sure they're thoroughly dry, and then just put them in salt like we do the olives and leave them about 3 to 4 weeks. And they're ready to eat, although we've still got some left from last year, so we'll put these in reserve.
And as great as the garden's doing, we've still got a house to renovate, or the bulk of a house to renovate. We're turning this into a hen shed, a hen house, a chicken coop, whatever you want to call it. And we've been working on this wall, the most awkward wall at the back, which is the other side of our bar area, barbecue support area. We've been working on the other side of the wall. I've got it pointed up to the edge of the coop there. I did the top the other day. I want to try and get this bit finished up to this post, hopefully, because that's the most awkward bit. From then on, this bit is a bit plainer sailing and not quite as critical to get done. So it's time to get another mix on.
So they're all washed, they're all nice and dry, left them out in the sun for a bit. So literally got our jar, as I say there'll be hardly any, and probably up to about there, but we'll just keep filling it up every day. A bit of salt on the bottom. Put them in. The beauty of not having a full jar at this point is you can give it a good shake, make sure they're all evenly covered in their salt. It gets a bit tricky as the jar fills up, but if you layer it properly it's usually fine. Very simple, it's what we like, simple things in life. Try not to get them all over the place, she says. Get the escapees. Any more? No. Lid on and a good shape. And there we have it.
Right, so I'm on with it. Over the last sort of couple of weeks I've been filling in, you can see big holes in this wall. It was in a terrible state. I've got a few little holes, I've got a few little stones to go in, and one there for example. Give them a whack. Oh, it's a bit easier working in this position now. I've just got this to contend with, and when I get off this bench it'll be better. You go in there. Where's my hammer? Here it is. Tap them in to tighten it all up, and we'll carry on. Hopefully get this bit done today. It does take a long time.
Now tomato plant, or plants, coming on a treat. We've got loads and loads of flowers up here, some little tomatoes coming there, and quite a big cluster of them there. So happy days.
So I've got another bucket of stones, another lime mortar mix. I'm down to here. That bit was really awkward. A lot of these sandstone are really crumbly. But I'll carry on now. The end is in sight, so at least it's not as painful now because I'm nearly sat on the floor. I'm not having to bend my head or anything. So happier days. Oh, little spider there, rescue it. He's gone, he's rescued himself. Let's see. I think he'll tap in there. A good hit should get him in.
I'm back at the front of the house just to show you the peppers. We're not going to go into too much detail and doing a gardening update every video, but I just wanted to show you these. Loads of peppers on all three plants. Hope you can see them down at the bottom on that one. So peppers with everything, I think, at the moment.
We're doing well. All the way down to the floor here, done up to there. Pretty much what I wanted to achieve today. Yeah, happy days. That's a big relief. It's getting easier now as well. Just got that little bit up there around this roof to do. It looks like it needs a bit of knocking off as well. It's not in a good condition, but yeah, we're getting there.
Finally, the plums, you should be able to see them a bit better now because they're starting to turn colour. They're huge. I can't believe how big they are this year. Last year I think we had about 7, ever so tiny, and they weren't very sweet, to be honest. I think they ripened too early before they had time to grow, and they weren't very nice at all. But these are looking super, so I can't wait. I absolutely love plums. I can't wait to start picking them. A bit longer to wait yet though.
So what we've done so far is looking great. Right from the back of the coop to here. This is all very loose. I'm going to take some of this top off, I think. Try and get some of this loose stuff off so we can work along a little bit. It's just falling apart. The trouble is it's alright when it's dry, but when it rains, if it ever rains, that's when walls fall down, as happened to that one over there. It was very unstable, it got wet, it fell down. So I'm going to clean this up a bit, come along a bit, get clear of this, then the rest isn't too bad, not too awkward anyway. Oh dear, there's even a branch in here or a root or something. Right, we'll carry on, let's have a look. I've taken a few stones off the top. You can see this here. This is the top of the wall. It's just that's it really. Soily stuff. I'm going to do like I did with that bit over there and these bits over here. Just take off the loosest stuff and then let nature and the wind. See, these here are all all loose. You can see that alright. Let nature do its thing, clean it up naturally a bit. And I think I'm going to just start on this bit lower down here to get clear of this post at the end. As always, I'm just going to start filling some of these big holes in, get some strength back into it, and like we did before, we'll point it up later. I see I've put a couple in already quite a while ago. If you can see them, you can make them out. Starting with this one, give him a good wet. He should go nicely in there. He did that way. Excellent. Throw some mortar in, and then as always, tap them in, wedge them in. And repeat several hundred times. I don't know how different that looks on camera, but I've got quite a lot of stones in there. Obviously there's a limit to what you can put in, because if you start tapping stones in next to ones you've already put in, they're not going to resist the tapping and they're just going to fall out because they're not set. But yeah, every stone we put in makes the wall a little bit stronger, a little less likely to fall down. I'm going to leave that there for now, because as we said on the last video, I think it was, we're going to be putting nesting boxes on the back of the coop here. We're going to be taking this fence out and putting a gate in to make it give a lot more room all the way around. In the winter it's quite shady here, but it does get the sun on this area, so it'll be nice for the hens to have a bit of sun in winter. So I think I'd liberated a gate the other day that we used to have on the old stable, so I'm going to get that on the bench and see if we can put it back together. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to weld this back together. I'm going to weld the hinges back on that end. This end, it's got two tangs that the gate closes against. I'm actually going to just tack weld them to the gate, so we've got a gate with two posts that we can concrete into the floor, and I'll just grind these tacks off after to get it in the right place. I want it to open easily, I don't want any friction on it. It's about perfect there, so I've just got to jig it up so it won't move. I'll try a magnet actually, it usually works pretty well if I can move it. Strong magnets. That's it. So I'll get it set up. Great thing about having a welder on wheels. That's a slight change of plan. I'm going to do this side first because that's a different post. That's why we had to cut the hinges off, because the post that they were originally on is still in the ground. So I'm just going to tack this to here to lock these tangs. These tangs stop the gate coming right through, and that'll be this side fixed initially. So there we go, we've got a gate, one unit. We can concrete these two into the ground now, and when I can grind these off after, and it should open. The theory is anyway. So excellent, we'll do that in the morning, I think, when it's a bit cooler. So yeah, we're going to put the gate somewhere about here, so Alfie's still got access to his hole. I'm not going to do anything with this yet. because we're going to, wherever we put the gates, we're going to cut it to length to reach to there. Then we can retension it and just put another piece in here. But what we can do is get rid of all these stones that are going to be in our way. Put the gloves on, watch out for scorpions and other biting things.
Yes.
There's all sorts. We'll stick a pile here. I'll make a butter back after. There we go, that gives us a head start. Drag these weeds out of the way. Wonderful. So we need to nip into town now, get some sand, gravel, with no gravel at all, more sand, more lime, etc, etc. Right, okay, we've got everything we need. We've removed these two tension poles. I've just got to crack the big lumps of concrete off them. What I want to do is try and peel this part of the fence back round there, because we're going to use this again up to our gate, which we don't know where it's going to go yet. We're going to set it all out. So I think first job though is to clear these weeds out of the way so we can move this. Alfie's helping, as always. Right, let's see if I can do this.
Alfie! Alfie!
Come on now.
Good boy.
Here. You bonkers.
Come on, Alfie. Come on. Come on.
He's not happy.
Good boy.
There we go. That's it. Just lay it here now, I think. Should go back. Don't move. Cool.
Good.
Phase one complete. So fix the bracing to this now, the tension bracing. Ideally we're going to put one from the gate as well. We want these in the same hole to save labour, of course, because this ground's not the easiest to dig in. So I think we'll bring the gate round and try and figure out exactly where we want it, and yeah, get the braces on that. That's the next thing to do. Alright.
So that's what it's going to look like look how much space we've got here. It's going to be perfect. Nesting boxes here. We can just come in, get our eggs, and out the gate. Fantastic. And it gives the chickens a bit more room to roam around and get some sun in the winter, which is the main thing, because they won't get any sun in the winter round at the front. So, happy days.
Right, so I'm just going to mark out where the holes want to be and move the gate out of the way and then get the holes sorted out. From memory, this isn't too bad to dig, because when they terrace the land, they've moved earth from there and filled it up here. So here's hoping. Here we go. It's not looking promising so far. Right, we've got 2 holes. We're just going to check that they're deep enough. Just going to drop it in. You'll have to just lift them up if you can. And I'll get the gate. Look, that's it. We put 2 pieces of wood under to make sure the gate's not going to catch on the floor. Huh, look at that. Joy of joys. Right, we'll get the spirit level it up, and you can just move that one round there a bit, where it should be. That's it, a bit more, that's it. And we'll prop it up vertically, check it that way, and look at getting some concrete in these holes. I'll do. Get the trusty mixer out, which we're going to power off our Bluetti power station. Same as getting an extension lead out. Happy days, it's stable. Cool. Unfortunately, they don't put such a big lead on these mixers. I just need to stand it up on something. I've got some blocks. That should do it. We have action. So we're just going to mix this dry. This is sand and gravel. That's cement. Half a bag of cement, 2 bags of this. Pour it in the holes. Water it in. Oh yeah. Right, final check. Yeah, it doesn't appear to have moved. Fab, right, we can water it in now, like watering plants. And let it go off. So we're just going to leave this now to go off fully. If you ever set in post or anything, if you move it a fraction before it's gone off fully, you'll end up with a wobbly post forever, and we don't want that. And it's plus it's 29 degrees out here now. A lot of Fahrenheit. It's getting a bit hot to be out in the full sun. Not wanting to sit idle though. This is our fabulous barbecue area, lovely and shady, but in the evenings, especially in the height of summer, the sun comes as it's coming down over there, it shines through here, it can be unbearably hot. So we've got a little blind. I want to put a roll up and down blind. I want to put on here, it's bamboo, same as the roof, so that should look alright. We can lower it down, I can keep the sun off me when I'm cooking in the evenings. So let's have a look what we've got in here. It's very simple, it just has two hooks, goes in here. I've put one in already. Then mark out the other one. So where it wants to be. And I'll just get me level. I'll check that it is level. I'll be back in a minute. That wasn't a bad shot actually. This wood's not actually level. This could be a bit misleading. There we go. Get him out of the way now. Okay. There we go. It's alright. And it just has a little tie off thing down here. Oh, look at that. Fabulous. There we go. Anyone for a steak? Brilliant. And it just rolls up. Keep it out of young Tilly's way. But I'll throw all this extra cord inside it. When we're not using it, and plus I keep the sun off it as well, 'cause I don't know how long it'll last. It was really, really cheap. Surprisingly cheap. There we go. Ready for action. Oops. Tipping over Tilly's things. It's a beautiful morning. Again, this is set solid. I'm just going to grind these welds off. so we can open the gate. Then we can get these stays concreted in. Come on, Catsy, out of the way. Come on, Sparks, come in. We'll go when I start it up, I'm sure. There we go. Start digging these now. Same process. That's this side done. We started on the other side, so I was just clearing it out what I've just loosened up.
So that's both sides dug out now. We've got some lovely soil to fill in some holes where the dogs were digging in the past. So we just need to get another mix on now and get these sunk into the concrete.
Right, so we're going to try and get this sort of somewhere near. Of course it's caught up on everything. So we can sort the tension wire out. If you'll just stay there, we can do it. So how these work, don't know what that thing is flying about up there. We keep hearing it. There's an airbase not far away. We keep hearing it, but we can't see it. We have 3 wires, top, middle and bottom. Go through these tensioners, which I should be able to pull through, he says. Need some assistance. And I want to get the ends of these wires just half a turn on the tensioners, then I can cut the other end and secure them, then we can tension them. Obviously we have to wait for the concrete to go off before we can do that, but come on. I need something a bit beefier. Right, we've got enough now. Got the gas pliers, a bit more leverage with them. So all I do, he just goes through there. There's a hole in the tensioner. It just pops through there, and then we just give that a twist round. That's that side held. I'll get the other two done. So what I need to do now is get this end of this wire through there and twisted back. So I'm just going to cut it off there. Thread him through the hole. Get it as tight as I can, because there's a lot of kinks in it. That's it. And then just twist this round. Right, so and that ain't going anywhere. Same on the other two. Right, so I just put a couple of tubular clips on this end to hold the chain link. They normally have a bar going down here, but that's disappeared through the process. Then we just need to chop it down to length. So to cut this to length, what we do, theoretically, cut off a twisted bit at the top, and then the whole piece should come out. I've just got to make sure I get the right piece at the bottom. I'm just going to follow it down carefully. Because it would be a disaster to get the wrong one. In fact, I'm just going to do it in stages so we don't make a mistake. Relax it a bit. That's it. And out it comes. That's it, see? Then we repeat the process. Making sure we get the right one. Yeah, just twist it out. And the last bit at the bottom. The bottom's proving problematic because it's all twisted from where that weed's been growing through it and we've hacked at it. But we're nearly there. So now I just want to put some ties round the post to hold it. You've got a proper pair of tie-in pliers. Let's make life a bit easier. There we go. Go through the fence. Another one here. Right, so that's alright. We just need to tension those cables now, but we can't do that until the concrete's gone off. Then we've got a little piece to put in this side, repeat the process, and we've got the one we took down that was on the stable, so we'll just again just fix it to one end, get the tensioners on, cut it to length, same procedure.
It's done.
There we go.
Phase 1 completed.
Chicken coop extension. Extra sun terrace for them in the winter. Fantastic. Next we're going to be getting on with the coop itself, making nesting boxes, sorting out, put some perches in there, etc, etc.
Yep.
We've just ordered an automatic chicken door.
Yes, a solar powered automatic door.
Half price, so we snap that up.
Opens when it gets light in the morning and closes at dusk. So if we're not in for any reason, they'll be safe and secure and shut in.
That's the day it won't work.
Well, don't say that.
So, and the good news is as well, we're actually forecast some decent amount of rain over the next few days, starting with thunderstorms tomorrow. We're not overly optimistic, but we can live in hope, can't we? But yeah, it might solve our problems temporarily and bring the place back to life a little bit. So on that note, we're going to go and get some supplies to build these things
nesting boxes, yes.
Yes. And we'll see you on the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks to all our subscribers. Thanks to everyone that supported the channel, of course.
Absolutely, couldn't do without you.
Yeah.
Thank you.